right, you guys, we've got a few people logging in yet, so I am just going to go ahead and get started with just let me know where you guys are from. Where are you dialing in from? I'm here in Brainerd, Minnesota. And so I just kind of want to see in the comments where you guys are all at. And if you were invited here by a friend, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. Love, love, love. We've got people from everywhere. Illinois, California, South Dakota, some other Minnesota, Colorado. Love this, you guys. Okay, so while we get a couple people in yet, I'm just gonna introduce myself. And I wanna tell you, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your night just to check this out. Somebody invited you here because they felt called to tell you about something that could change the trajectory of your health, right? And so I hope that I can be a little bit of a piece of hope or inspiration that there could be something different and maybe out of the norm of what you've already tried to help you get a different result. And so my name is Jennifer Lee. I am in Brainerd, Minnesota. I am a mom to 3 kiddos. And you guys, that is a huge part of my story that I want to talk about tonight. So first thing first, you guys, I started Plexus by contacting a total stranger. I got invited to a little pink party or messenger style party, and she was sharing some things about these products. And you guys, I'm coming from a place of literally on my floor crying because my stomach is in so much pain. I have a history of severe constipation. And when I tell you that, it means like 2 weeks at a time, I would go without being able to poop. And that is a big deal. Most people get extremely uncomfortable, like day 2 or 3 of not being able to poop. I was going on 2 weeks. So when I tell you, like, I was in so much pain and discomfort, there's not even words to describe that. So I saw her share these things about gut health, and I'm like, okay, what the heck? I had really turned around my lifestyle in terms of kind of going like low tox and eliminating toxins in our household because of history of infertility. But I had never really heard or understood this term of gut health. And so I really started digging in when she started sharing more about the products. And I'm like, okay, like this actually seems legit. I'm into this like holistic, crunchy ingredients. And I need to do it. I need to just try it. I've got nothing literally to lose at this point. And so I ordered my first wellness bundle. I ended up going with the triplex route, and that came with our pink drink, the BioCleanse, and ProBio 5. I liked it because it was easy. Like that was the first thing to me. I was a mom of 1 at the time. And at that point in time, I felt like I did not have space in my life to add in anything extra. I worked a full-time job that was very demanding. A mom, a wife, all of these things. We had just recently moved, and I'm like, I need something easy. So that's what I went with. I went with our triplex. It's only 3 products. And I started it, and you guys, within 2 days, I was able to poop. Within 2 days. You have no idea how much that meant to me. When I first went, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, what is this? I didn't have to use a laxative. I didn't have to like strain on the bathroom, right? Like those are 2 very big deal things. And so I was like, okay, there might be something to this. And gosh, it was 25 days in, and I was waiting for my period. And I messaged Megan and I said, Megan, I cannot afford to experience anything to go wrong in my cycle. We had dealt with 5 years of infertility, and I cannot have this happen. I was very sensitive to the fact that I did not want anything changing in my hormones, in my period, nothing, because I was very good about tracking my ovulation and all of the things. And I wanted nothing to mess with that because we were ready to try for baby number 2. And she messages me back. She goes, Jen, no, just stick it out, give it a little bit longer. If anything, these products are known for helping with your hormones. And so it might just be something that since you just started the products, let's wait it out a little bit longer. And I was like, okay, I'll trust you a little bit longer. I finished that out. And you guys, I got my period. It was like 8 days later. And it was like the prettiest period I've ever had in my whole life. And when you have infertility, you know that you either have no period at all or very painful periods or icky brown, you know? And I was like, holy cannoli, what is this magic stuff? And so I continued. I continued because I was pooping. My face cleared up. I was no longer having these full body rashes, all a sign, you guys, of toxin just building up in your body. I wasn't able to release it. And so all of these different things were showing that I had toxin built up, right? And just really bad bacteria in my body. And so I stuck it out. And you guys, on month 3, I became pregnant with our second. He is now, gosh, he's almost 3 now. And shortly after having him, I had an amazing pregnancy. It was probably like my easiest pregnancy, maybe because he was a boy, I don't know, but there's so much to be said about glucose regulation in pregnancy and how that supports you at a hormone level, right? And so that's where I really dug into, okay, how is this differing from my previous pregnancy? But then I was also so encouraged to see what can go different in my postpartum this time around. And you guys, I hate to use the term like bounce back, but when we talk about what you're doing for your body at a foundational level, when you're supplying it with quality vitamins and minerals and getting your hormones back on track, that makes all the difference. And so I was 7 months postpartum with him, and here we are, happy hormones, baby number 3 is alive and well, excited to like join this world. And so I always joke like, or that, like God just had a different story for us. He wanted me to see that like hormones are foundationally, like our body needs that. Our body needs this balance. And for me, Plexus was that answer because it got my hormones and my gut health under wraps. It eliminated inflammation from my body that I wasn't able to do otherwise. And so a huge part of my story just truly has been eliminating gut health issues, inflammation, supporting hormones. So any of you moms out there that are just looking for that energy, right? To feel not like a mom all the time. Like having that just like whatever for life, like tenacity, whatever it is, like you can have that again and you will. Sometimes it just takes jumping out on like an option that maybe seems abnormal today, right? Like be willing to challenge the status quo, take time to like just educate yourself on something outside of what you're maybe recommended. So like for me, my doctors had continued to say since I was a kid, drink more water, eat more fiber, and exercise more. Those were the 3 answers that I was given always from the time that I was 12 years old to a 30-year-old. Like there's so much more to it. And recognizing that our nutrition today is entirely different than what it was 50 to 60 years ago. It's very evident, like our fruits and vegetables, they don't have the same mineral and vitamins in them today. So we need to be able to supplement to be able to fill that gap. And when we do that, when we supply our bodies with things like magnesium and zinc and all of these other things, like that is what gets our bodies like rocking and rolling and able to do the things that they're supposed to do. So I just want to challenge you tonight. Like, if you came here because somebody invited you, send them a message, ask them a couple questions, like be willing to dig in and just educate, like, what are my options here? What is the best fit for me? And decide, like, I'm ready to give it a shot because I have nothing to lose. Be okay getting real with yourself and saying that. Say, I have nothing else to lose. I have tried the medications provided by my doctors. I have tried the fitness and drinking water and eating fiber. I eat salads for lunch. Like, go beyond that. Be willing to trust that there could be another option and it could change everything. I'm the lucky one over here being able to talk to you guys tonight that I because I made one small decision of spending $124 to go all in and just try because we have nothing to lose. And you guys, like, it just branches out to so much more than that. Like, here I am today. I share these products because I spent 5 years in a community of infertility and TTC, and that's a lonely road, friends. That is a lonely road. And immediately when I had this type of testimony and result in myself, I knew that I was placed here to be able to share that with other women. Because so many of us today feel like our bodies are failing us. It's not our bodies at all times. Yes, there are circumstances, but it's not all the time. Our environment today is toxin based. And so we need to find ways to eliminate that appropriately, support our livers, help our gut, and that in turn helps our hormones, uh, health, all of these things. So I just want to say again, I challenge you to be invited by somebody, and maybe you're even watching the replay because somebody saw this and thought of you. Be willing to ask the questions and decide, am I ready? Can I do this? Can I commit to just doing 3 simple things in my day? I'm a mom of 3, you guys, and I am the most active that I have ever been in my whole life. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to CrossFit because that is my me time. And I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm with my kiddos all day, every day, from 6 a.m. when they wake until 10 p.m. when my last one goes to bed, because it's summer in Minnesota and she is loving life right now. um, so I'm telling you, like, if I can do this, I know that you can too. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. I'd be happy to share. Um, I'm just trying to watch now. I pulled up the chat. So again, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask, or if you want to come off mute, I'm an open book and would love to be able to answer whatever you might have. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you all have a great night. Feel free to send this, if you ask for the recording from the person that added you to this Zoom call, and you feel compelled to share it with another woman in your life or another man, please, please, please do that. That is exactly what I'm here for. So that's all I've got, you guys. Jenica, I love that from you. Yes, you totally understand my drift of fertility issues and miscarriage. And obviously, like, I want to be careful to acknowledge because that's a very sacred community to me. There's not always a cure all, right? But from foundational standpoint, there's things that we can do today to help support best. So I just thank you guys all for joining me tonight, allowing me into your space, and just being able to talk a little bit one-on-one with you guys. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a great night.